Today's October 19th. Today's quote is entitled, "Teach without speaking." Often the greatest learning is achieved when the teacher is not speaking, but when the students are sharing or doing a self-explorative exercise. So I did a training in facilitation of workshops. That meant how to facilitate workshops that go day after day for many days. Some go a whole week. How do you facilitate so students can learn the most? Well, in that environment, you have lots of time, so you can do lots of self-exploration exercises in a more academic environment where there's goals to learn certain things and there's limited time. You have less time. So in these environments, they said that when you stop talking and give the exercise, it's actually when the students are learning the most. Isn't that interesting? So this is based on a workshop I did called Train the Trainer, how to teach teachers to teach. So we would think, well, when I speak, I'm teaching. But sometimes you facilitate students to explore themselves, then they learn more. And you could use this even with people who are coming new to Krishna consciousness by asking them self-reflective questions. They might say, I'm frustrated in the material world. Why do you think that is? What do you think the problem? And then they reflect, and so they'll actually realize things that Krishna says in the Gita by reflecting. I'm not happy. Why do you think that is? Well, I think happiness is you can't be happy with material things. Oh yeah, Krishna says that also. Everything I try made me happy. It just made my desire stronger. Oh yeah, Krishna says that also. So you can facilitate people, and you can do that with yourself. That's a Socratic method. You ask yourself questions. Why this? Why that? Like questions we ask in our workshops. Why do you need people to honor you? What are you trying to impress upon people about yourself? Or the questions we asked the other day. If you only had a few days to live, what would you feel that you should have done that you haven't? So these self-reflective questions cause you to go deeper. Sometimes we ask the question, what if everyone were like you? Would that be a problem? What wouldn't you like about other people if they were all exactly like you? So sometimes these questions, they're difficult, they're hard to answer. You have problems, let's say, and you think, I don't know how to solve the problem. Ask yourself the question, if somebody had this problem and they asked me how to solve it, what would I say? So sometimes you'd be amazed at how solutions come up when you just shift things around and ask questions of yourself as if you knew the answer. There was one trainer, and he said something which I appreciated. He asked someone a question like this, like, why do you do this? Or what is the problem? What's the cause? And she said, I don't know. And he said, well, if you did know, what would you say? And it caused her to answer the question, because he knew that she did know. And a lot of times we know, but we think we don't. So if you ever say, okay, I asked myself the question, but I don't know what to do, then ask yourself the next question. Well, if I did know what to do, what would I say? You'll be surprised. You'll be surprised with the answer you come up with. Hare Krishna.